Is it imperative, is it compulsory to have a 999 GPA across my 10th, 12th, and undergrad scores to have a realistic shot at consulting? Now, that's a question that a lot of people end up asking me. So, I thought, why not make a video on this? But before I get started, just a small request. We have just started broadly 1 year back in December 2022 with our video content, and thanks to your love, support, and affection, we have already amassed 50,000 plus subscribers, which really showcases that the effort that we're putting in is helpful for all those who have subscribed to the channel till now, and thank you so much for that. But if you have liked our videos on business school, MBA, consulting careers, and everything in between, would request to subscribe and hit the like button. That will help us in reaching out to more and more people. Awesome, let's get started. Now, this is a very controversial video, but I wanted to share my opinion. So, people will tell me that Sarthak, you yourself have you have been a gold medalist in school, college, a rank holder in ISB, so you are nobody to make this video. But trust me, I'm making this video not from my perspective. I'm making this video from the perspective and experiences of our learners who have joined our consulting fellowship before, who have made a switch to consulting. And these people, these learners did not come from that academically illustrious background or a target college, right? So, basis my experience and learnings, if you don't have a 999 GPA in your academics, which is 10th, 12th, and college respectively, you still have a realistic shot at consulting, but there are caveats, there are strings attached, which means if you know evidently that I was not in the top 10 percentile of my school, college, I was not academically brilliant, focus on the remaining two areas of your application, right? Which is try to showcase great quality of work in terms of numbers, quantification, outcomes, teams led, revenue generated, man hour saved, cost optimized, 0 to 1 projects in your WorkX. And WorkX should be crafted in such a way, if you're somebody who does not have great academics, then you know that you need to outshine others in your work experience section. That can only be done if you follow the best practices of CV making for consulting, and you get your CV reviewed from somebody who has been there and done that, right? Uh, that's one. And if you know that your academics is not the most spiky factor in your CV, try to put your WorkX first, followed by education, followed by extracurriculars. Now, WorkX has to stand out. Even extracurriculars need to be meaty, right? If you haven't been academically brilliant, you can't expect that a consulting recruiter will shortlist you if you end up mentioning your hobbies in your extracurriculars or your proficiency or your Coursera courses completed. All of that does not matter from a consulting shortlisting standpoint, right? Focus on recurring themes of productive pastimes, be it volunteering, be it swimming, be it scuba diving, be it debating, be it writing, be it any sport, anything. If you have been consistent in something throughout school and college, be it a club, be it Toastmasters, be it a sport, be it tennis, mention that and elaborate on that in your extracurricular section, right? Don't waste your precious white space on skills and proficiencies and certifications. That does not help. So that is one route, which is if we know that a consulting firm is visiting our campus, but we have not been academically brilliant, then we need to uh, place our WorkX section at the top, ensure that it stands out, it hooks the reader right from the first word of every bullet, followed by education, followed by extracurriculars, which also has to stand out. Now, the other way to, really hack your way or really circumvent that hurdle of shortlisting in consulting, if you don't have a 999 GPA, is apply off campus. The best practices remain the same. Whatever advice I gave for WorkX, the sequencing remains the same. But a lot of times we have a double whammy, which is, we don't have an academically brilliant score. We have had, let's say, a 7 GPA in undergrad, a 60% in 12th, a 70% in 10th. And also we don't come from that target college background, right? We're not from an ISB or an IM or an IIT or a BITS or an SRCC or an Hansraj or a Hansraj college. Now, the only way then to realistically get a shortlist is to apply off campus laterally, but make your CV prepare really well for guesstimates, case studies, and your CV should catch my eye and should give me a lot of meaty, juicy pointers in terms of what you did, what did you achieve, how did you achieve it. But in addition to this, the channel through which you have to apply will not be LinkedIn jobs or IM jobs or Naukri or the company's website. If you do that, and even if you have the best CV of all time, you will still not get a call back. So hence, when you're applying off campus or laterally in consulting, after making a very good CV, which is the raw material, you have to pick the right channel as well to send this raw material to the HR to evaluate. And the channel that I'm talking about, or the channel that I'll recommend, is referrals. A referral simply means that if, let's say, Sarthak is applying for a consulting, Sarthak wants to apply for a consulting role with Accenture strategy, and Sarthak does not come from a target college. He has had okayish academics. His first step should be to make a standout CV in the WorkX and the extracurricular section. Ensure that he's adhering to all the best practices. Ensure that he gets it reviewed by multiple people from Accenture preferably. Once that is done, he should try to find people in his network who are working in Accenture and who will be comfortable in passing on his CV, his cover letter, which he has prepared, to the HR's desk, right? Because that is the only realistic way to get a consulting shortlist off campus if you come from a non-target college background, right? So two ways to, pass that hurdle of academic brilliance, which is firstly, if you are interviewing on campus and the firm is visiting your campus, ensure that you put double, triple, 10x more effort in WorkX and extracurriculars. If you are not coming from a target college, then you can't apply directly on LinkedIn or the company's website. You have to firstly prepare your CV, make connections with somebody who's working in that company, send your CV and cover letter to them, and request them to pass it on to the HR. These two ways are the only ways to realistically get a shortlist, a foot in the door for a consulting interview if you don't come from an academically illustrious background. But I hope this helps you, and I'll see you very soon.